Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here with our weekly tarot card readings for the week of July 8th, 2026. I want to remind everyone that this is for entertainment purposes only. Please like, share, and subscribe as it really helps the channel. And I am shuffling at the moment, but I'm using the Radiant Rider Waite Smith tarot deck to do the readings this morning, as I do on all my weekly readings. Don't forget that timestamps are below for your astrological sign, so you don't have to watch the whole video. You can go right to your sign. And here we go. First up is Aries. Let's see what we have for Aries. This is Aries for the week of July 8th, 2026. You might hear my cat peek. She's getting ready to have her breakfast. So, well, she's getting ready to lay down. Breakfast isn't quite ready yet, so she'll be eating in a little bit. First card I get here is this Knight of Pentacle cards. Like, you're standing still maybe this week, right? But you're planting seeds, and that's what the good thing is. Sometimes, you stand still, but you're planting seeds. They're not quite ready to sprout and move forward yet, but you're laying the groundwork, which I love this. This is also a card of stability, which I love. Like solid, stable, making solid plans, which I really love that. The next card that you get is this, this King of Wands. This King of Wands, represents intuition, using your leadership skills, right? Moving forward, but also staying in place, saying, you know what, I know I'm grounded and I know where I need to be. I know, and I feel solid in where I'm at. And I love this card because this Nine of Swords comes up as your outcome card. This is kind of a card of anxiety, but I will tell you, that doesn't really weigh to me that heavily because your bottom of the deck card is the Sun card. So you might be planting seeds, but you're stable, you have that leadership ability, and you are really getting ready. You're planting seeds because you're getting ready to move forward, right? Yeah. Is there a little bit of worry or anxiety? Yeah, probably. Maybe not. But you know what? It's time to get those new ideas going. And I just also heard for you, Aries, planting the seeds now for things that will be sprouting in the fall. So there we go. All right, next up we have is Taurus. This is Taurus for the week of July 8th, 2026. This is Taurus for the week of July 8th, 2026. Let's see what we have for Taurus. Taurus for the week of July 8th. What do we have? This Knight of Cups coming in, right, with a good message, maybe a new significant other if you're out there, looking for a romantic interest. But this Knight is coming in stable with a full cup, good news, good ideas, good message, right? Messages. I just heard it's not just message, it's messages. And then you get this Ace of Pentacles card. It's like it brings in a new fertile beginning. Not only do you have this Ace of Pentacles, you have this Ace of Swords. It's like both, to me, these are two more grounded cards. This is like they're more grounded. This is, bringing in that new fertile beginning. This is bringing in the new ideas, the new thoughts, what you're moving forward with. I mean, I love this. It's like a whole new, and in fact, the way the card's laid out, I'll show you. The Knight is walking towards all these new ideas. So I will tell you, Taurus, it sounds like you have some new things starting for you. And, sounds good. I love it. Okay, next up is Gemini. Let's see what we have for Gemini for the week of July 8th, 2026. This is for Gemini for the week of July 8th, 2026. I can't believe we're in July already. July 8th, 2026. Here we go. Page of Wands, looking for new ideas, new creative ideas, right? You're getting them too. You're like looking up to the universe. Hey, I need some new stuff to move forward on. And the universe delivers because next up you get this Temperance card. Whatever this new thing is, it's coming in. It's almost like I just heard like it's a twist, like you're doing something the same, but with a twist to it. It brings the balance in that you need, right? The balance that you're looking for. You're taking like maybe opposite things, making something new. There's some type of twist. Whatever it is, it helps you to really feel grounded and balanced. And your outcome card here is this Star card. This Star card is also a card of balance. And in fact, I will tell you, both of these cards, let me see how I can do this here. Both of these cards, they have 1 foot on land, 1 foot on water, right? Very, very balanced. And I feel like it's almost like, even if you're not really looking for new ideas. You may be meditating or sending out a message of needing balance and needing to like feel more stable in things. And I think that if that's the case, I think that that's coming for you if it hasn't already arrived. All right. Next up here is Cancer. This is Cancer for the week of July 8th, 2026. What do we have for Cancer for the week of July 8th, 2026? Cancer for the week of July 8th, 2026. Cancer for the week of July 8th, 2026. I'm going to do a couple more shuffles here for you, Cancer, because I just feel like I should. So, oh, good. We just lost one. I'm going to keep that aside. Let's see what we get here. Love it. Moon card coming up, right? Intuition coming, like a new idea maybe starting that you don't have a full idea, like you can't really see clearly in the moonlight. So, you know, you don't see in the moonlight like you see in the sun. Almost like you're following your intuition. You're moving along with some issues that you're not really sure where they're going to go or what's going on with them, but you're still moving forward and you're following your intuition. And I love that. The next card is the World card. Something's wrapping up, a new beginning, right? It's like, yeah, something's wrapping up. You're starting new things. I love that. Your outcome card here is the Sun card. You can see clearly, right? Now we go from the moon to the sun. It's almost like, I almost heard like within the span of a week, you kind of, you can't see really everything. Maybe things aren't clear. All of a sudden though, something may wrap up or a new beginning starts, and then you're like, I see clearly now. I love that. Here's the card actually that fell out of the deck when I was shuffling, and that's this Queen of Cups. This is your intuition. Follow it. The moon is also your intuition. So follow your intuition. It might be, you know, it just seems like something's wrapping up, or you get a new spin, a new twist on things, and I just heard that makes a difference. So there you go. All right, next up is Leo. Let's see what we have for Leo for the week of July 8th, 2026. What do we have for Leo for the week of July 8th, 2026 for Leo? Leo for July 8th, 2026. First card up, Ace of Wands. New creative beginnings, right? New things coming forward. Almost like, and whenever I see these Ace cards with this, it's like divinely inspired. It's coming down, right? First a vision, then a dream, then a reality. Like it's moving from the vision to the dream, right? But you do get this Five of Cups. Almost like some new things are happening. You're leaving behind maybe some things that you're kind of grieving or you're missing or you're a little nervous about, although you still have cups standing and you have a beautiful new stuff, a new start. You know, you're kind of like, yeah, but I want this new start, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave the old, but you can have it all really. I mean, when you look at it, so then you have this King of Pentacles, because this really is a grounded card, getting in line, getting those ideas together, how you can move forward with like having it all. Maybe it's different, might be put in a different package, right? But new beginnings, that you kind of have a little regret maybe on leaving some things behind, but you know what? It all ends up working out in the end, which I just love that. All right, here we go. Next up is Virgo. This is Virgo for the week of July 8th, 2026. Let's see what we have for Virgo. Whoa, almost lost all the cards. So I'll tell you what, the cards are lively today, but this is for July 8th, 2026 for Virgo. Let's see what we have. First card up is this King of Cups, like riding the waves, right? Riding these emotional waves. The king knows things go up, things go down. It's been around through many cycles, just riding the waves, those emotional waves, just like, yep, it'll be fine. Just keep going, just keep riding, going with the flow is what I heard. 10 of Swords, yeah, feeling like you've been stabbed in the back at some point, right? Who hasn't? But it's in the past. The sun is rising. We've learned our lessons. Yes, things have been, I was going to say rocky, wavy. Things have been, where you're riding the waves. But we know that. And the outcome card here is the Empress. Fertility, love, unconditional love, sitting in your power, abundance. It's like things have maybe been rocky, but it's okay, because what is the paradox of that, right? You've learned from it. And the paradox is something like something that we didn't really want maybe happened, or something happened to somebody, or whatever. The issues are, they are what they are. But the paradox is it's taken us to a higher place. And we maybe wouldn't have gotten there as soon as we did to this new higher vibration had we not had something happen in the past. So there we go. All right, next up here is Libra. Let's see what we have for Libra. This is Libra for the week of July 8th, 2026. Libra for the week of July 8th, 2026. This is Libra for the week of July 8th. Couple more shuffles here, Libra for July 8th, 2026. First card up, strength. Having that inner courage to move forward. Almost like you're not moving forward, like you need a little bit of courage this week to move forward. So keeping that in mind. Why? Well, we have this devil card, right? This card represents restrictions, but restrictions that can be moved. If you can look, and I know I really can't do this the best here, but these chains are loosely around their necks, right? They can lift them off. It's going to take effort. I'm not saying it's easy, but you know what? The chains can be lifted off. The restrictions can be removed, which is really wonderful, because then we end up with this Lover's card. And, we have this Devil card, and then we have this Lover's card. It's almost like the exact opposites. Obviously, a man and a woman on both cards. And, the Devil on one, I believe it's Archangel Raphael on the other. But, so whether they have these, greater entities above them. But you know what? We can change the restrictions into something that we love, right? Into someone that we love. We can move with some courage. We can move from restrictions, this devil-like energy, to this lover's energy, seeing eye to eye, moving forward. And I hear for some of us, or for some Libras, it may actually be a relationship that you have with a significant other. So maybe you can change things around, and wouldn't that be wonderful? And I just heard that if that's the case, it's not the case for all of you because this is a general reading, but if that's the case, trying to really rekindle what brought you together in the first place, if that's appropriate for you in your situation. All right, next up is Scorpio. This is Scorpio for the week of July 8th, 2026. What do we have for Scorpio for the week of July 8th, 2026? July 8th, 2026. July 8th, 2026. First up, we have this Page of Swords, right? Learning, getting new ideas and learning like how to handle them. Like, what do I do with this information? Like, what do I do with this new vision or this new inspiration? But putting it together and moving forward. Seven of Swords, changing strategies, right? I got some new information. I feel it, or I feel a new way. Something's different. How can I move forward with it? Changing your strategies. And again, using all the tools in our toolbox, right? As above, so below. Making those changes that we need to make so that we can move forward on a much stronger path. Scorpio, I feel that that's a big message for you this week. Really making strategy changes in your life so that you can move forward on a really bright new path. All right, here we go. Next up is Sagittarius. Sagittarius for the week of July 8th, 2026. What do we have for Sagittarius for the week of July 8th, 2026? Let's see. All right. Seven of Cups, spoiled for choice. You might have a lot of choices. This card is a card of discernment. If you have a lot of choices or you have one or two choices, take your time, look at what you need to look at, talk to the people you need to make. The decision is ultimately yours, but make sure that you are discerning on where you're spending your resources, your time, your energy, your money. Ten of Pentacles, you have the resources. This card is nothing but resources, right? It's being grounded, it's having money, health, family, everything. So again, we don't want to deplete these, right? We don't want to lose these. We want to make the best choices we can make. Do we make mistakes sometimes? Absolutely. That's just part of excuse me, that's just part of being human. But excuse me again, making those choices to really make sure that we keep as many resources that we can. Queen of Cups, intuition, using your intuition a lot on this. I just heard, and like this is like cups, emotions, being grounded with earth, but then water flowing, right? So again, being discerning this week with that decision making, really thinking about it, really listening to our gut feeling on it. And the outcome, well, that was our outcome card, the Queen of Cups, but the bottom of the deck card is the Six of Swords, which is I'm just looking because it's interesting because you got cups and pentacles and swords. Moving to smoother waters, right? When we take the time, we put the time and energy in, and we do the best we can. You know, I once had a girlfriend who gave me a quote, and the quote was, she thought, and she still made the wrong decision, right? Hey, that happens. But when we are able to put our energy and our time into making the best decisions, that is what helps to move us, at least eventually, maybe not right away, but to smoother water. So there we go. Next up here, we have Capricorn. Capricorn, this is Capricorn for the week of July 8th, 2026. Capricorn for the week of July 8th, 2026. Let's see what we have for Capricorn. Capricorn for the week of July 8th, 2026. All right. First card, Three of Cups, right? Love it. Toasting the universe. This is my favorite card in the deck. Toasting the universe. Looking up to the universe for direction. Also looking up, what is my highest vibration? What is my highest good? Having family, having friends, having fun, being with family, being with our friends, just having celebrations, abundance, joy. Love it for this week. Great for you. Also, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. I always look at this card. This is like the happy merchant, right? He's at a party or a party that he's hosting for his family, his friends, his clients. He's happy. He's got a full tummy. He's drinking. He's drinking. It's just like being happy to me. And again, all this beautiful cups energy, all this beautiful emotional energy going with the flow. Last card that you get is the Six of Swords, moving to smoother waters. I almost believe that it's almost not so much a physical move to smoother waters, but by changing your perspective and looking at things from a new light, that is what moves you to the smoother waters, right? And knowing, I just heard giving gratitude and knowing and acknowledging all the good things that you have in your life. All right. Next up here is Aquarius. Let's see what we have for Aquarius for the week of July 8th, 2026. July 8th, 2026. What do we have for Aquarius for July 8th, 2026? Just a couple more shuffles here, Aquarius. Here we go. All right. Seven of Wands, kind of sticking up for yourself this week, right? This guy ran out of his house so fast. He has one shoe on and one boot, right? He's like, I got to stick up for myself and my principles and what I believe in. So you might have a little bit of that this week. You have a Seven of Wands. You then go into this Page of Wands, like going and looking up, like being at that higher level and saying, you know what, this is my path. Everybody may not agree with it, but this is the path that I'm on. This is what I want, how I want to pursue things. Knowing too, Seven of Cups, you have a lot of choices, right? You can pick a lot of different directions. Making sure you're doing your best. We all, to pick the right direction. But you know what? We pick the best direction we can at the time with what we know. So no worries there. But just being discerning, moving forward. Bottom of the deck card is the Seven of Swords. I've gotten this for a couple of signs today. Changing your strategy, right? You might have to change your outlook, change your perspective, change your strategy a little bit. So as you move forward. So while you may not totally agree with all these other people who maybe don't agree with you, you might need to adjust things a little bit, right? It's okay to change our perspective on things and move forward and still be true to ourselves because we are changing every moment. So there you go. And here we go now with Pisces. This is Pisces for the week of July 8th, 2026. What do we have for Pisces for the week of July 8th, 2026? Let's see what we have for Pisces. Hold on, I'm going to do a couple more shuffles. Six of Wands, riding in as the leader, right? A lot of things have happened. There's been many battles fought, but you know what? You're coming in as you've won the war, right? This is a leader at a parade that they're, honoring him for winning the war. Some battles were lost, of course, but you know what? The war was won. So I love that. This is the Chariot moving forward. Yeah, you have a lot of opposite ideas and a lot of things that are pulling at you, but you know what? You're moving forward and you're keeping things in line. I hear that you're like leaving the city behind. You're leaving the past behind and moving forward. And this Queen of Swords is exactly that, moving forward. Straight as an arrow. Look at how straight her sword is. Moving forward on a new path, straight as an arrow. And then your bottom of the deck card is this Judgment card. This card is a card of like new, like your vision has opened up, right? You've come out of this box that you've been locked into, and the whole world, I just heard the whole world looks new to you now. So very nice reading for you, Pisces. And you know what? There you go. It's all positive. It's all beautiful. So there we are. Those are the readings for the week. Don't forget, on Mondays are my quick pick a card shorts. Tuesdays are my super duper girl shorts. Wednesdays, here we are, astrology tarot card reading shorts. Tomorrow I'll be back with our weekly energy reading and a 3-card pick. And then Friday for our weekend energy reading and a 3-card pick. And until I see you next time, my friends, Namaste.